Hello there YouTube. This is my Honda Goldwing. There's probably quite a few of you out there that have Honda Goldwings, or any bike really which has a stereo system in it or something like that. And what I want to share with you, if I can, you may already know about these gadgets, but I think they're pretty damn good. So it's just to sort of point out a couple of things what I've discovered and what I use to my advantage. Obviously with the Goldwing here, this is mine, so I can talk about it with a little bit of knowledge, if you like. Within the side pocket of the Goldwing here, I've fitted a 12 volt power socket. I'm just going to get a torch out because the garage lighting is rubbish. In there is a 12 volt power socket. Okay. And what I discovered on Amazon was this device, which is quite a nice little device. It's this, and what this is actually, or what this actually does is it goes into a cigarette lighter or a 12 volt power socket, whatever you want to call them, but it's also Bluetooth, so you can see your phone on it to a degree. This works in cars as well as bikes. What I like about this is I can actually pop it into the socket there. I can connect my phone via Bluetooth, and then this radio connects to the radio on my bike, which allows me to play music from my phone via Bluetooth and then transmits radio signal to the radio on my bike. It also has two USB sockets. Also has an auxiliary socket, and it also has, and you can see that with the light there, the slot for an SD card. So you can actually put music onto an SD card or onto a USB stick, and it will play to your bike radio without having to run a cable. Okay. I'll try and give you a little bit of a demonstration here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this in here like this, and it just pushes in like that, and there you see we've got a connection. Now, I'm going to turn my radio up a little bit. Okay. But what we're going to do is tune in the radio, find a station. I think I've got this set to something like 105. Let's have a look. So you set the frequency on the stick itself. You can pick a frequency. Let's try. I think it's about here. Okay. So now this is playing from that USB stick, I think, onto my radio. And I should be able to show you a little bit more with that by actually pressing this button here and changing track. There we go, we're changing track now. Okay, that's playing to the radio. Now from this radio transmitter to the radio on the bike. I'll turn that down because of copyright, if that's where the problem is. It also works in a different way, so I can actually remove the USB stick, and the device will switch over, hopefully, to what they call Bluetooth. I can then go into the settings on my phone, turn on my Bluetooth. Okay, hopefully, anyway. Stay with me, YouTube, stay with me. Probably should have planned this a bit better, but we're getting there. Okay, should be connecting in a second. Right, we're now connected. So I've now got my phone connected to this device. I can then go into my music tracks on my phone and pick on something to play. And hopefully then, that's now playing from my phone. I'm going to pause it. Oh, sorry. Pause it and then start it. Okay. That's better. I did sort of like half a megahertz out. So that's now playing from my phone. Pause it, and that's it. That's pretty decent. And then, I mean, a little bit tricky in the fact that obviously if you're using your phone as a Bluetooth connection, your phone does ring. It's very difficult to answer the phone in there. But in a car, this would work fairly well, I would have thought. And it's not bad. This thing cost me something like £13.99 from Amazon. I think you can get them a little bit cheaper, like 10, well, 11, 12 pounds, but this was 13 pounds, and I think it was 13 pounds well spent. Just to move on now to another little thing that I've found. Again, it may be something that you Goldwing owners already know, but I feel, let's say, duty bound, if you like, to pass it on, because I know people who have radios and so on fitted on their bikes want to play music, and it's not always easy to do that. Some people have CD changers fitted. So I mean, this bike has an auxiliary cable fitted too as well, so I can plug it directly into my phone. But as you know, or you don't know, the Goldwing has certain controls here. I can put in a multi-CD player if I want to, but obviously that's old hat now. I don't want to ride around with a bag full of discs to use. So been looking on the internet again, and it's like I say, you might already know this, but there's a device out there which I've just bought in actual fact, which is called the Yatur MP3 player, and this is what it looks like. It's a little box like this. Okay, now this particular Goldwing is actually fitted, and I don't know if this is true to all Goldwings, but it's actually fitted with the CD multi-changer cabling already in, which is here. Okay, well this actually fits directly to the CD multi-changer, and then the plan is that I'm going to put it through this gap, or through this box here, into my top box on the top here, and then that will sit in, let's say, the boot of my bike. This thing you can actually put in USBs, you can put in SD cards, you've got an auxiliary in if you want to use that as well, but that will then enable me, I think I can put something like 99 CDs on it, and in each of those CDs I can have 99 tracks. So it's close to 1,000 tracks on that little device on the bike, and I can change the tracks here, the volume, and I can actually select the CD I want to play. Or yeah, that's what the file system says. It has to be like CD1, CD2. And if I want to change the CD, it's a long press on that, and that changes the CD. And if I want to change the track, it's a short press on that, and that changes the track. And that plays my music. And it works good. It does work good. You choose the CD player on the bike. Okay. Sorry about the choice of music, but hey. But this is it. So this is playing from that CD player. So if I want to change track again, I'll just, there we go, and it's now changing track, and it will play. Okay, and I can change track again. And this is all playing from the SD card on the Yatur box that I play. Again, if I want to change CD, if you see I've got CD5 on there, I'm sure you can make that out. Okay, change it. Sorry, that was volume. Stupid mistake, let's try that. Yeah, CD4. Track 1 or CD4. A bit of classical there. Again, I suppose we've got to watch out because of copyright, but you get the idea. Now, that little device, there are others on the market, but I did sort of pick on this one. I don't want to spend a fortune, you know, that sort of thing. This cost me £50. And I think that's pretty good value for money. As long as it keeps running, I think it's pretty good value for money. But even if it lasts me a year, 18 months, I think I've done okay with that. It's pretty good, pretty easy to set up, as long as you've got those wiring connections. If not, you can come straight off the back of the Goldwing radio. I thought I'd pass on this little bit of information to you guys out there that have motorcycles with radios in, and might find something like this fairly useful on those journeys across the world that we'd all love to do. Okay, so that's, I hope that's helped you out. Give you a little bit of info there, but the Bluetooth thing that plugs into the box there is very good for cars. If you don't have an auxiliary socket on the car, it will play to your radio. and you can choose your own music, or you can play it from your phone or a tablet, whatever you've got really. You know, if somebody's in the car and you want to watch a film, not you the driver, because that's very naughty to do so, but if your passenger wants to watch a film but put it through the car speaker so you can listen to it going, then that's something you can do, and they're very, very good and very good value for money, I think. So, right, okay, so I've given you that little bit of information which I wanted to share with all you people out there. I hope it helps any. I hope it helps some, really. Take care. Be careful on the roads there. Thank you very much.